So, lads, I've been wrong with a lot of takes this year, and I've been right with a lot of takes. And one take I'm going to say that I'm right with is that I think the Seattle Storm are going to be terrible. Like, I genuinely think the Seattle Storm are going to be awful. Like, I don't see how they're going to be anything special because they're old. They're not very good. They just put up 59 points on the Phoenix Mercury. And I'm sorry, they look old and slow. They look old and slow. That's the only way I can say it, is they look genuinely look old and slow. Like, you have got the Mercury, who are not anything special, look brilliant. You made Catherine Westbeld, a 29-year-old rookie who has never set foot in the WNBA before, look like a elite player. Like, Alyssa Thomas looked like the best player in the world. She was just going coast to coast, and this team looked terrible. Neko Umage, I mean, not what you want to see from Neka. Again, she was Diggins was the best of a bad bunch. Dominique Malonga was gassed after about 90 seconds. Like, I've said this all year. There's the one thing I've been so right about is that Malonga is not even going to be in the conversations for Rookie of the Year. There were flashes. There were absolute flashes that I think was huge. I think the flashes were big in this game from from Malonga. Like, you saw her first 2 or 3 possessions down the floor, she just went running. She went running, and if she had a Caitlin Clark type point guard, she gets hit for open layups. But it's not in any way dissimilar to what we saw from Michaela Timpson. There were a couple of times where like players were trying to kind of play a little bit of bully ball with her, and it did not work. It did not work at all, because she's actually surprisingly stronger, but she doesn't like contact. That's one thing from Malonga. You could see, like, genuinely, she just kept, anytime someone bumped her, it was like she anytime she got bumped, she kind of stopped. She kind of let herself get pushed out of position because she didn't try to use her size. Because, like, when, I can't remember, I think it was Alyssa Thomas was trying to, like, bully her out of paint. She actually did a good job holding her own. But if you looked, after about 3 possessions, she comes in with about 5 minutes to go in the first. And then by 2 minutes to go in the first, she's, like, struggling getting up and down. I think the pace of the game was not something she got used to, or is not something she's used to. I think she's going to be fine long term. And again, I've said it this season, if Dominique Malonga averages 5 points per game this season, her rookie year has been a success. Because again, and you might be saying, oh, Kiki Iriafen's better. Like, Dominique Malonga, in her 3rd season, is going to be the same age as Kiki, or in her 4th season. Sorry, yeah, Dominique Malonga, is it 3rd or 4th season? Maybe her 4th season is going to be the same age as Kiki Iriafen is now. Like, she's 3 years younger than Kiki Iriafen. So, she's going to be the same age as Kiki in year 3. She's got, like, or in year 4. Like, she is going to be 22 years old in year 4. So, with that being said, I'm not expecting anything from Malonga. I thought it was a bit of a better showing, or not a bad showing considering she's 19. Like, she is 19. I think anyone who thought that Dominique Malonga was going to be Rookie of the Year is crazy. But she ran up and down the floor a couple of times. She looked a little bit lost, and she doesn't like the contact yet, but look, she'll get there. And for the rest of this team, they're not very good. Like, I like Izzy Magbegor, she did not shoot well. Gabby Williams, the 1 3-pointer she shot, she hit the side of the backboard. Like, this team is just objectively worse than last year. Like, I don't even rate Jewel Lloyd that highly. You replace Jewel Lloyd with Alicia Clark. Alicia Clark is not as good as Jewel Lloyd. And there's no way Jewel Lloyd's addition by subtraction. That much. So you get better by just losing her. Especially when your 2 best players are old. And their 2 best players are old. They're having to play. Dean's having to play 30. But, like, they just couldn't keep up with the Mercury. The Mercury literally just ran. They just ran. Like, obviously, Satu hit shots. Like, I'm watching, like, is Alexis held? Or Alexa held? I'm watching Alexa held. A undrafted player. Is she a rookie? Is she an undrafted rookie? Who is born in 1999. Just outwork the team. Akoa Makani. Again, Akoa Makani. Like, she was killing it in France. I thought she was all right yesterday. Sevgi Uzun can play. Alexis Prince looked all right. Lani Brown is fine. And, like, this is a Mercury team without Kitty Alexa and without Kalia Copper. Like, they made a freaking Mercury team without Ka Copper look like an unbelievable defensive team, an unbelievable offensive team. And I think it's the difference when you've got motor. Like, I'm not going to question Skylar Diggins' motor. I'm actually not going to really question Ezzy Mabagor, Gabby Williams' motor, to be honest. Like, why is Erica Wheeler playing 16 minutes in the year of 2025? Like, what are you doing? There is no way that this team's meant to be winning a championship. And this is a team, like the Mercury are a team that, in fairness, like, we will see. I don't know if Nate Tibbetts is a good coach or not, because Nate Tibbetts does mad stuff on the floor. He does mad stuff. Like, if you watch the Mercury play consistently, you don't know what the hell he's going to do. You don't know game by game what Nate Tibbetts is going to do. And look, a man with new ideas is considered a madman until those ideas work. So I don't know whether Nate Tibbetts is a good. He's either stealing a living or he's one of the best coaches in the WNBA. There's no in between. There's no in between. You can't do stuff as crazy as Nate Tibbetts does without being either some weird genius or be so bad that you've just somehow convinced a team to pay you $1 million a year and you're stealing a living. But yeah, it was a really interesting game. And look, I watched it back today. The reason why I didn't watch it last night is I just wanted to go to sleep. Just like with the Lynx game, I just watched the Lynx game there, and I'm going to report in the Lynx. I watched the first half of the Lynx game, and I'm still not finished it. So I'm just going to report on that in a few days. But, or say not in a few days, tomorrow. But I got to talk about this one because it was 2 days ago. But the Seattle Storm, man. Like, it's gonna be really interesting to see what happens tomorrow, because again, like, the Seattle Storm they're playing against the Dallas Wings, and they're playing against Paige, and like, I mean, Paige's got a pretty easy freaking run. She doesn't have a run of it. Jesus, let's say she plays Minnesota again. She has a pretty tough run of it, but like, if there's any team, the Dallas Wings might have a higher motor than it's these guys. Like, I don't think I think the word, like, I'm watching these teams play, and it's like, you can tell this is quote unquote new WNBA. You can tell there are certain teams, even the Connecticut Sun, even the Mystics, you can tell the way these teams are playing is getting more towards modern basketball. You don't have to go full Carl Semesco. Like, I don't know if I'd advise anyone to go full Carl Semesco, but at the same time, the way the Storm are playing is just horrifically awful. Like, that's the only, like, I know horrific and awful are basically the same thing, but I'm going to say horrifically awful to describe just how bad it has been. But anyway, yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. Do you guys think it's a one-off bad game for the Storm? I understand they shot terribly, but I don't really care that they shot terribly. I'm watching the game. It looked like only one team wanted to be there. It looked like this is a team that is going to win a championship, and this is a team that thinks because we have players that are big names that we're going to win a championship. The Seattle Storm looked like one of the 4 worst teams in the WNBA post-Olympic break last year. They rolled over in the playoffs, and they've started off this season in a blowout loss to a team starting an undrafted 29-year-old rookie from America without Kat Copper. Like that, it was embarrassing. If you watch this team play, and they looked like they didn't even try, and that's the thing, where it was like, effort-wise, it did not look like it was there. And again, could I be wrong? Might I be wrong with saying effort-wise? Maybe. But you know what? I'm only reporting on what I'm seeing. It looked like there was an effort issue. Again, could be wrong. Maybe it's just one of those things where it's like, sometimes it's just not there, and the Seattle Storm are going to be good. But like, I didn't predict this team to be good. And of all teams so far, the only team that have looked worse than the Storm are the Wings. Like, the thing, what's their names got shell-shocked. The Sky got shell-shocked with the crowd, with everything. And they look pretty bad, but they just missed shots and they looked completely shell-shocked. The three of them teams have looked really poor. Like, even the Sun have looked better. And the Atlanta Dream are the Atlanta Dream. They're going to lose to the worst. They're going to beat... They could like, the Atlanta Dream could beat the Liberty one day and then lose to the Valkyries the next day because all they freaking do is shoot threes. But anyway, I'll see you guys.